தெரிவிப்பது என்னன்னா, ஐயா இது வழிபக்கம் பாட்டுங்க ஐயா, சந்தோஷமா கேளுங்க ஐயா, அவ்வளவுதான். என்னன்னா தந்தானே தானானே தானானே தஞ்சாவூர் அந்தோனிதாச ராகத்துல பாடுறேனே, வார்த்தைகளும் எதுவும் இல்லை, கெத்த கொஞ்சம் காட்டுறேனே, செடியில பனித்துளி நான் சேர்ந்து விட்டேன் கடலில, வழியில மேடு பள்ளந்தான் பார்த்து புட்டேன் நானும் பல. ஏ தஞ்சாவூர் அந்தோனிதாச ராகத்துல பாடுறேனே, வார்த்தைகளும் எதுவும் இல்லை, கெத்த கொஞ்சம் காட்டுவேனே. தண்ணி வருது மிச்சம் பண்ண முடியலே, அத்தனையும் வீணாகத்தான்
Hello. Hi, Na.
I think we can get started now.
So, are we live?
Yes, we are live.
Awesome. Hello. Hello, Pranjal.
Hi, Pranjal.
Hello, Manoj.
Hi.
Hi, Kang.
Hi, Manikandan.
Hi, Fatima.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Karthik.
Hi, Na. Hi, Ka.
Hi, Samantha. Padmaja is here. Nidhi is here.
Sri Radha. I think most of you made it. Despite the rains, I hear it's very bad there.
Amazing. So where is Rakesh? Rakesh has disappeared.
Yeah.
Rakesh. Hi, Rakesh.
Bye.
So how do we do this, Macha? Rakesh only set up this whole thing. I'm totally confused what we are
So we
doing.
can just start discuss. I mean, you can start talking and it's all live. Once you speak, this thing is automatically.
Okay. So it's all live now.
Yeah, it's all.
I'm actually talking live.
Yes, with a 20-second delay.
So YouTube this will go and we'll be posting it later on other.
No, it's we'll save it and post it later on.
Super. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
Are the levels clear, like what we speak?
Yes, Amma. Thank you so much for making us a part of this.
Yeah, we are very, very proud and glad to have you all here today. Can you all hear me clearly?
Yeah. Hi.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, it's clear. Yeah.
Super. So welcome to the Choristers of Pann. Your voices have made it really, really special. The world has not heard the chorus yet. So I am planning to change it with you guys online. So let's see how it's going to be. So I really find this an exciting new way of sharing our music digitally with people. Right now, since we hold, or rather, I hold all the layers, so I'm changing it, at my wish, or whoever I'm meeting every day, I'm discussing the music with them, their musical journey, and then I'm changing the layers. I'm really, really excited to see, after the auction begins and when the collectors get these layers, and I'm really interested to see how they are going to change the combinations and how it's going to sound different every day, when it goes out of our hands. So it will be really, really exciting for us. So first off, நான் start பண்ணும்போது நிறைய இருக்குல்ல. So I told Kalyani that we need this choir, and I would let Kalyani to talk more about the choir and the people in the choir, and it was so exciting for me to see so many people practicing music, right after the COVID times. In fact, in our apartments, we had some warnings that too many people are in your house practicing music. So, but I'm really, really happy to listen to music all the time, and with so many people creating that music, makes me very, very happy. And in the Pann project, to me, the chorus is like a really, really special layer, because fundamentally this is an ambient music, or a 30-minute of ambient music that we try to create. So adula my favorite states, there are some hundreds of different states that are really, really favorite to me, and most of these states have choir in them, because it really forms a kind of a bed, or an actual ambience or a mood for any kind of an occasion, or in any time of the day, or whatever it is. I think choir makes this piece really, really special. And I would let Kalyani to like introduce each one of you, because the main aim of this whole exercise that I'm doing religiously is, I believe, or I would say believe that it is the truth. The truth is that you guys have created that layer, and you are going to be the creators of the layer, which everybody can see, on the blockchain, and everybody can see how all of these people have created this music. நான் நேத்தி கூட சொன்னேன் அதை பத்தி. நான் நிறைய கம்ப்ளைண்ட்லாம் பண்ணுவேன். திடீர்னு யூடியூப்ல ரிலீஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க, இதுல ரிலீஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க, கிரெடிட்ஸ் பேர் இருக்காது. நான் என்னங்க கிரெடிட்ஸ் போடலையே அப்படின்னா somebody told me, இல்ல கிரெடிட்ஸ் போட்டா வியூஸ் கம்மியா வரும் அந்த மாதிரி சொன்னாங்க. ஸோ எனக்கு அந்த கான்செப்ட் எனக்கு புரியல. I don't understand that concept, and maybe that concept is there, but with respect to this project, I'm very, very glad, to it's not like I am giving you guys credit. You have created the layers, and your names are there on the blockchain, and people are going to see who are all these artists. And in fact, if they click on your hyperlinks in each layer, they can actually go into the Async profile, and
they'll be directed to your individual
profiles on Async, and through Async you can actually share your works. And now that we have all become Async artists, I would love each of us to actually do something on Async, which will be possible right now, because Async is kind of a platform which is not accepting all the projects right now. They are only accepting some projects that that just happens for them. For example, this project happened for them because of Dreamverse, which is November 4th ஒரு 4th அன்னைக்கு ஒரு பெரிய ஆர்ட் எக்ஸிபிஷன், NFT ஆர்ட் எக்ஸிபிஷன். அந்த NFT ஆர்ட் எக்ஸிபிஷன் நடக்கிறதுக்கு என்ன ஒரு ambient music பண்ண சொன்னாங்க. They asked me to do ambient music for that NFT art exhibition, and for that, Metacoven and Tubador suggested that I reach out to Async, because they wanted this music and they would love to be associated with a programmable NFT, which Async was. So it was like a win-win for all of us, and Async is also like super excited, and they are super glad about doing this project. I mean, Insta live யாரெல்லாம் கேட்டிங்களோ அவங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும். They were so moved by the idea of so many people involved in one creation. That was the real kick for them, because the whole entire blockchain industry, or the entire decentralization, or the idea of decentralization works around this, which is cutting out the middlemen and reaching out to the people or the collectors directly. Because we've always been fed with this narrative for the past few years, where you have to reach out to a lot of people. Of course, I believe in that also. You have to try to reach out to a lot of people. But நான் எங்க வீட்டுல இருந்து கத்துனா பக்கத்து வீட்டுல தான் கேட்கும், அதுக்கு மேல கேட்காது. So I believe every performance is unique, and in every performance, அங்க என்ன people இருக்காங்களோ, we vibe with them, we perform for them. And this programmable music that we have created has kind of created that kind of a performance space for us on a digital medium also, where we are able to explore every day. Right now I'm doing it every day. Maybe the collectors might do it every hour, or this might get really crazy. I don't know what's going to happen after the collectors get these pieces, but right now we are able to create a kind of a performance kind of a space in the market, other than சும்மா ஸ்டாட்டிக்கா ஒரு மாஸ்டர் ரிலீஸ் பண்ணிட்டு this is how it is going to sound, and இது நீங்க கேட்கலாம், எவ்வளவு வருஷம் வேணா இதையே கேட்கலாம் அப்படிங்கிறத விட, actually somebody mentioned the other day 19,440 combinations of this song. If we actually change it each day, I guess it goes up to some 53 or 54 years. So கண்டிப்பா அது வந்து நம்ம பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க மாட்டோம். But thank you. Okay, I'll pass it on to Kalyani. I'll keep ranting or bragging about this whole idea because I'm so excited. So I think before I change the layers, I would let Kalyani to introduce whoever is there today, the choristers.
Yeah, so actually we were 16 of us, right? I don't think all could make themselves available today. I think different reasons, rains has made it really bad. I think some people are stuck and they couldn't join, but that's okay. I'm really thank you to all of you who could make it here. And I'll take this opportunity to introduce the ones who are here, and I want to acknowledge the ones who could not join as well. So I think, so we had sopranos. I sang one of the soprano part. Padmaja is here. Can you just wave, Padma? Yeah, hi, that's Padmaja. And then we had Samanvita and Sri Radha, right? Right. So that's Samanvita and Sri Radha. We four sang the soprano layer, and then altos we had Fatima, Avantika, Nidhi, and who else am I missing? Who am I missing? Avantika, Fatima, Nidhi, and who's that? Fatima? Who? Sorry, I can't hear you. Your mic is.
Sushmita. Sushmita was there. Sushmita was there.
Yes, Sushmita.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Sushmita. So it was 8 of us, and we had Karthik and Solomon. I think Solomon is also, he couldn't make it. Karthik, Solomon, Naveen, Dr. Naveen, and Aditya, right? 4 of you all sang the bass, and Manoj is right here. Manoj, Manikandan, Pranjal, and Himanshu. I think Himanshu is also missing. 4 of you all sang the tenors, right? So that's the whole team of Pann choir. And I have to say that each one of you here are like top-notch solo artists. They are all in their own regard. But, you know, when we came together to sing the choir, I think it created another magic. We were so happy, like, you know, when I heard the whole thing with all the other layers. So the difficult part in Pann was, so there are a few combinations that I could imagine in my head, like when I was writing for the choir. Okay, fine, I need to make sure that the choir goes well with this layer of flute, this variant of electronic layer, or this variant of, you know, so there's so many combinations I could think of in my head, but obviously it's like humanly impossible to think of all the 19,000 odd combinations and write. So after a point I was like, okay, I think it's going to be a chance, you know. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I think I'm in for surprise here. So a few of the combinations, so the arrangement was done thinking of a few combinations, but beyond that I'm like, okay, I think I just have to let it go, and it has to just create its own magic. And I think that happened because when we were doing the proofs, we were changing layers, variants every day, and I tried choir with many other combinations, and it all sounded so fantastic. So thank you to each one of you. Do you all want to say something? Karthik, would you like to say something? Like, how was your experience? And yes, I think I have to I have to mention the long recording hours that we had. I think 2 days was everybody was zapped, I think, for the next.
And every time I asked Kalyani how long the recording is going to go, she would say 10 minutes. It went for like 12 hours.
I think we recorded the men for some 12 hours and women also, I think, around the same 11 or 12 hours. Yeah, it was an intense recording, but I think it was all worth it. We were sweating. You remember those photos we took right after the studio session? We were like dripping in sweat. And so we had the overhead mics, So because of which we had to completely switch off all the ACs, and we were like locked in one room, and we'd be like, okay, next take we'll get it, next take we'll get it. And yes, we were all drenched in sweat. That was actually a lot of hard work, but I think it just paid off. We'll be hearing the change in some time, and I'm sure you guys are going to like it. So would you like to say something, Karthik? How was your experience?
It was I mean, it was very new experience for me in terms of, like, first of all, the whole concept of this whole NFT itself, because Anna is mentioning that, no, you were mentioning that you couldn't take care of all the combinations while arranging. The way I see it is, that's a surprise element in that anyway, right? Like sometimes, yeah, like we create something, we always like kind of, some things are reachable from our mind, but there is a magic beyond that, right? And we are here trying to hit those things also. And obviously, I mean, like the core of the, we are making all the arrangements and everything, keeping in mind the core of the piece or something like that. So everything is like kind of, it's like அப்படியே பூ கட்டுற மாதிரி தானே, அந்த நடுவில் இருக்கிற நூல் ஒன்னா தானே இருக்க போகுது. So anyway, it's going to be all surprising. Even I am very excited, and I'm looking forward to listening to the whole. Actually, உண்மையா சொல்லணும்னா நான் என்ன வந்துட்டு கேவலமா ஏதாவது சொல்ல போறீங்க, நான் இன்னும் ஒழுங்கா உட்காந்து ப்ராப்பரா அந்த half an hour வந்துட்டு கேட்க முடியல. அங்கங்க நான் கேட்டேன், லைக் I didn't, and I'm actually looking forward once. It's not like நான் கோயர் வர வரைக்கும் வெயிட் பண்ணும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு இல்ல. But I'm very excited. And one more thing is, it's like you are mentioning that like 12 hours, it took 12 hours and like things like that. I'm only seeing from the point of performance. We only had 2 days, and we went into the studio, and we could actually, maybe my internet is unstable, I don't know if I so I was trying to say we only had 2 days of preparation, and we could pull the whole performance off in 2 days. Like I'm just imagining from the point of view that if there is a concert in next 2 days, and then we are given like 3 full scores, and we were able to like kind of learn the whole thing and like perform it together also. Like we didn't record like very individualistic parts, right? Like we were still like kind of recording groups, and that's like kudos to everybody, and kudos to all the rehearsal sessions that we put up with for past 3-4 months, like, yeah. Akka, you are muted.
Yes. So before, because we were in the midst of COVID, I think we were actually, we were wondering if we'll be able to get a group like this, because we had to get approval from the studio, right? Because at least we were 8 of us. We recorded 8 of us together, right? So beyond 8, even the studio people were a little scared. They're like, we can't have 16 people. Let's take it as maximum groups of 8. And I think I really have to mention Sujit here, because he worked really hard to mic us, right? I mean, so many, I think the miking itself, he took a really, really long time, like the previous day of the recording and the next day, I think almost for about 1.5 hours, we were doing a sound check because we wanted to get the right balance and the right tone. So thanks to Sujit. And Divine, I have to mention him. He was one of the recording engineers. They all stayed up so late at night. Thank you for all that. And Susha, I have to mention Susha here, because since I was singing the soprano part, I wanted somebody to monitor and, say okay to all the takes. So Susha was at the console. So thanks to her. And are we ready? Are you ready now?
I can change it, but I thought we can have a word from each and everyone.
Oh, Himanshu is here. Himanshu, hi. Hi, Himanshu.
He has to unmute his mic. Hi, Himanshu.
Yes. Okay, there's some problem. It's okay. No issues. You figure out. Yeah. Manoj, would you like to say something?
Hello, Akka. Hello, Anna. Hi. First of all, like, this is very new to me. Something like this, like, new to everyone, of course. So, like, still getting into this, getting into what this is, and I've been observing things. But what I would say is, I'm really happy and proud to be a part of this entire project. And those two, like, the rehearsal day and the recording day was like actually really, like, it was fun as well as it was tiring. So like, it was a great experience, and thanks to Kalyani Akka for including us, and thanks to Pradeep Anna for, like, always giving us some stuff which, like, something new to sing and learn from whatever he does. So yeah, I'm really happy to be a part of this, and kudos to all the other choirists too. So because they, like, it was, I know how it was, that, like, it was a very hot, difficult kind of, no AC, அப்பவே இருக்கும் பயங்கரமா. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி, ஸோ அதுலலாம் அப்பப்போ ஹெட்ஃபோன்ஸ் ப்ராப்ளம், சம்திங் வில் கம். ஸோ in spite of all these hurdles, everyone were like really calm, and they did a really good job. So, like, thank you once again. So thanks a lot.
I still remember listening to Manoj's voice. I entered the console, then he was like, bro, it was 1 a.m. at night. So that was his voice. Bro, headphone ஒரு பக்கம் வேலை செய்யலன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் bro.
We didn't even realize that the headphone is not working for a long time. We were like, okay, முடிச்சிடலாம் அந்த மாதிரியே பாடி இருந்தோம். ஒரு பாயிண்ட்ல என்னமோ தப்பா இருக்கே அப்படின்னு, then only we came to know that the headphone was not, the jack had some issue. So, but yeah, it was a great experience. It was really lovely experience, and thank you so much once again. ரொம்ப thanks a lot Anna and Akka for including us in this.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have to thank each one of you. Well, Manikandan.
Have to get.
So,
Akka, Tirumbi, you got muted, I think.
Sorry. So everybody right here, I think Manoj is the one who joined us slightly late, I think. Manikandan, Nidhi, Karthik, Himanshu, Pranjal, Padmaja, Fatima, everybody right here. We've had someone, we've all been practicing for a while, but of course, like Karthik said, this particular piece was like a super fast project. I think Yellame or 1 week we decided, right? 1 week we got 16 people. That week I started writing. I think I was writing till the night before. I mean, we had scheduled practice, and the previous night I finished writing, I think. So it was that fast.
1 week உங்களுக்கு தான் தெரியும், எங்களுக்கு தெரியாது. எங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சது 2 நாள்.
2 நாள் correct.
பேப்பர் கொடுத்தீங்க பாருங்க,
வந்துட்டு ஒரு 1 week மாதிரி இருந்தது.
correct.
ஆக்சுவலா மனோஜ் இவ்வளவுலாம் சொல்றாரு, ஆனா ஒரு தடவை ஸ்டுடியோ போகும்போது என்கிட்ட கொடுத்து ஸ்விக்கி வாங்கி வைங்கன்னு சொல்லிட்டு தான் போனாரு. இந்த பையனை நம்பாதீங்க.
There was a lot of Sulaimani tea in those 2 days.
ஆமா ரொம்ப பேடா போயிடுச்சு அது. லைக் ஒவ்வொரு வாட்டி பாடிட்டு வந்தோடனே ஒரு 2 நாள் கண்டினியூஸா பாடிட்டு வந்த மாதிரியே இருக்குமா. சோ வெளில வந்தா ஒரு டீ அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும். So
food was the best part of all the recordings.
Yeah, I know. எனக்கு தொண்டை கட்டிச்சு. I think அந்த 2 days recording அப்புறம் 1 week I was on rest. I cancelled all my recordings. I think I did 1 week of rest.
I didn't even know how Kalyani had the stamina to record us. Till date.
Mani, would you like to talk something?
Yeah, I'll start off thanking both of you and also Karthik Anna. But yeah, and first day vandapo I had seen the score only about 3-4 hours before we started recording. Me and Pranjal were there. Adukku munadi I had seen the score, but I didn't eppadi enna articulation adala I had no clue. So it was like rehearse pannom, immediately we went and recorded. It was a beautiful experience. And from that day onwards, from that moment onwards and right up to now, I'm learning something new about Pann, musically and about NFTs. And Pradeep and daily live sessions are very informative. And I'm like babbling to everyone who listen about NFTs and what this concept is and how it goes. I'm just putting it out to anyone who will listen. And it's been a wonderful experience. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's so nice, Mani. Saman is the baby of the group.
Yes, again, I would like to thank both of you for including me in this. The whole experience was completely surreal. That's all I actually have to say. The experience of driving back home at 3 o'clock alone, the experience of having a subway at 3 and fighting with McDonald's because our food was interchanged, and discussing with Sushmita as to what the part was. We were extremely scared after seeing those 3 pages, and we both of us didn't know how to read the score properly. We were figuring out something, we didn't know what to do. We were like, okay, fine, let's just do it. And preparing ourselves to learn something in 2 days and recording that with the whole group together, singing it properly with the proper modulations, everything was really and altogether a very new experience for me personally. So I'd really like to thank you both for, including me in this.
Thank you so much, Saman. It was a really good. I think நம்ம தனித்தனியா ஒவ்வொரு பார்ட் ரெக்கார்ட் பண்றதுக்கும் இந்த குரூப்பா ரெக்கார்ட் பண்றதுக்கு நிறைய டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கு. It was such an enjoyable experience for when you sing with the whole group together, no? When you listen to the whole harmony and you sing, I think எவ்வளவு hours ஆனாலும் பரவாயில்ல. It's like, it's a treat.
Also the joy of finishing it 2 hours before the boys' day.
Yes. So that was the competition. We wanted to finish before the men.
And I think I keep telling this, பண்ண பொறுத்த வரைக்கும், it is the spirit of all of these 42 people, which is going to drive this piece through eternity. In fact, என்னன்னா இந்த 42ல வந்து ஒரு மேஜர் 16 number வந்து contribute பண்றது வந்து choir தான். So that is why choir is really, really special for me. And also many people who heard the piece before the release, இப்போதான் நீங்க கேட்க போறீங்க choir audience through Async, but Asyncல who heard it and Metaverseல who heard it.
Tubador was especially mentioning
and Tubador was like Tubador and Metaco, and they had when they listened to this first, like when I showed them the demo of how this is going to work or how I am planning to show different colors in this piece, so they were totally kicked about the choir parts, and it really creates a kind of a beautiful mood to this whole piece, which everybody will experience it today. And at this point, I'll just tell people about a little bit about what they can do to capture all of these things. So basically, there is something called blank records on async.org, and there is 1 platinum blank that is left and 2 gold blanks that are left, and we have a few thousand. We had totally 2,000 silver blanks, and I think we sold more than 500 or something. So now we have so many blanks that you people can buy, and if you really like the state of today, for example, I can tell you the state 0 that we had on the first day of release, which is all zeros, all 9 zeros. I really don't know when that will come back, when that will return, because there, like I said, in each combination there is something really, really interesting that's happening. And even today, even though I'm talking to you, I'm thinking of, okay, what could be the combination, what could be the combination for today? And that's what is running in my head. And each day, these combinations are surprising even me. So you can capture these combinations. these unique combinations that appear when we are holding this layer right now. So we are going to be changing it. And I would really love to hear from the people also, like they can do their own R&D, they can do their own research and like find out about the PEs, they can learn the PEs and learn how the layers work, how the variants work, and they can suggest some states to me. They can tell me that can we listen to this state for a few hours, and I can do that, and they can buy some blanks and they can record those states onto that. And there are, like I said, with just blank records, we are able to interact so much with people. And I'm really excited for the time where we'll be we'll start the auctions for this piece. So that's about the whole piece.
No, what I really like about the concept of programmable music is that it gives the audience it brings the audience a lot more closer to the composition than in the normal this thing, because as you keep listening with different combinations, the listener is also an active he has an active part in the composition, and they actually pay more attention to all the details. Okay, now this variant has changed, so therefore the master is sounding like this. So what if I try this combination? So it's like they are actually essentially doing a job of like a mixing engineer, like how an engineer would, before the song mixes out, they will try different combinations. Okay, let me, it's something like that. So it actually brings the audience a lot more closer to the composition, which is what I really like about NFT. They are not passive listeners; they're actually active listeners. So that's one really wonderful thing. Nidhi, would you like to say something?
Yeah, I was just want to start off saying thank you so much, both of you, because just being a part of something so special and something that's happening for the first time, we're learning as we go. And same thing happened with the choir recordings as well. I think when I saw all the 3 pieces, I have to be frank, I was like, are we sort of aiming too high? I don't know if this is attainable or not. Are we being realistic? But then the persistence and the patience that you showed, and Susha and everybody at the studio, I think we were feeding off of each other's energy and somehow made it happen. I have no idea what got into us, but whatever got into us, good that it got into us, and we got it done. And I just remember I was tired, but I came back home with a really big smile, and I just felt like I did something so good. So, thank you for that feeling. So, yeah, just that. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Nidhi. No, I have to admit that it actually seemed like an impossible goal, because we were on a super timeline also, because it was not that if we didn't finish this day, we could actually postpone the recording. I think we had to submit the tracks to Async, and we required a minimum of a week. And we had to give Pradeep at least a week before he compiles everything and sends it to Async. So it was just those 2 days. Whatever we had to do, it was just on those 2 days. If it did not happen, I knew we would not be able to pull it off. So I think it did seem a little impossible, but yeah, I think with everybody's involvement and commitment, we pulled it through. Padmaja, would you like to say something?
Yeah, hi Akka, hi Anna. Thank you so much actually for making me a part of this. You two are 2 beautiful musicians that I always look up to. So like I'm like really happy and like humble to be a part of this. And the one wonderful thing was like I made friends with a lot of people. I had super fun. We had like sleepovers. We had fun actually. So this is something that I was like, it's something very new that happened to us. இவ்வளோலாம் choirல இவ்வளோ பண்ண முடியும்ன்றது வந்து is something that I learned only from this particular thing. So I'm just looking forward to more of this, more of recordings and having fun, having food. And thank you for like really being patient. எனக்கு I had I was like literally shivering when I had to sing a few lines with you, Akka, actually. And one thing is like, Kalyani akka kuda paadrom. Innor pakkam, Kalyani akka kuda paadrom. So 2 states of mind I had. You're like perfect. And then I had to be like, ஓரளவுக்கு அது அக்கா மாதிரி கொஞ்சம் பாடிட்டா எனக்கு போதும் அந்த அளவுக்கு. Then somehow you gave me that, comfort to sing along with you. Thank you so much, akka.
Well, like
Thank
I
you
said,
so
I think
much.
I have to mention to the audience, each one of you here are absolutely beautiful solo artists. I think everybody should check them out. இப்படி எல்லாம் சொல்ற பத்மஜா அது உண்மை கிடையாது. She has a beautiful voice. நான் கேட்டிருக்கேன்.
Learning from you.
So I'm ready, guys.
Thank you, akka. Thank you, Anna. Thank you.
Thank you, Padmaja. So now I'm ready to change the layers. So I'm going to be, I have already changed 2 layers while we were talking. So I have actually changed the strings layer to 1 now, which is dark strings. And I have changed the, what did I change? Yeah. And I changed the keys layer, back to, the piano layer. And now I'm going to change the voice layer to choir. And this is the first time people are going to listen to the choir. I'm very, very excited to present the choir to you. Yes, I pay the gas fees as usual. So, and while the transaction is happening, I would like to, get a few words from Rakesh.
Yes.
Because he is like the man.
Yeah.
He is the dude who made this whole thing happen. He really cast his magic.
He was the glue for the entire team. Like he actually literally glued all the 42 people. I think without him, it would not have been possible. And everything was in such a short time and so superbly planned. Rakesh, thank you.
Yeah. So
would you like
thank
to
you
say
so much.
something?
I mean, for me, it was, it's obviously like everyone else, it's an entirely new experience working on something like this. So the first time when Pradeep told me, we are doing something, I was like, okay, technology, NFT, I already knew it was there. So I was thinking, okay, it's another NFT that we're going to create. That was the first thing. Ambient music for an event. Okay, we're going to do a piece and we're going to submit it. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு தாட்ல தான் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு. அப்புறம் பேச once everything came together and once we started exploring async and then talking to async, metaphor, and then things started getting real. And we also had this deadline of I think 1.5 months, 6 weeks is what we had to finish all 40 recordings and mix and send the stems to them. So yeah, it seemed like an impossible task, but then like me and Pradeep, we always have this discussion of we just have to put the plan and then plan number போடும் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி. So actually that's what happened. We just had that intention of doing it and everything just rolled out, including you guys going to the US. I remember being in the ambience recording and then fixing this thing. It was a crazy thing. நான் யோசிக்க கூட இல்லை என்ன எப்படி பண்றோம்னா யோசிக்க. So on the time okay, this is what we have to do and let's just do it. And yeah, it worked out really amazing. I'm so glad to be a part of this.
Every time I ask Rakesh, Machan, this is like, it seems like impossible. Can we do it? And he has never said no. And he would, in fact, push me to do it somehow, for example, we are in the US right now. We were able to perform for the Dreamverse because of Rakesh. And 100% சொல்ல முடியும். I asked him, Machan, is it like possible, man? Like, இவ்ளோ ஷார்ட் டைம் இருக்கே, இவ்ளோ இது இருக்கு.
Actually 17th வரைக்கும் பிளானே இல்ல. I think
we booked the tickets on
17th, yeah. And we had to leave on 19th because of the 14th day quarantine. We would not have been.
It was very crazy, but yeah, it all happened like a Lego blocks மாதிரி எல்லாமே fix ஆயிடுச்சு. Yeah, it was meant to happen.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. And Rakesh is also, he's like he's a traveler, he's a blogger, he has done a lot of these hikes, he has done a lot of these treks, he has taken people on treks, and he still does He has.
நம்ம பண்ணலையே ராகேஷ் தான் கூட்டிட்டு போனா ஆம்பியன்ஸ் இதுக்கு. I think we'll catch you there as well with Manoj and Pravika one day.
Rakesh will be on. Yeah, actually Rakesh is on all the sessions, just that he was behind the scenes. So today, I think this is happening from his Zoom account.
Yes.
And we will talk about the production even more, in the coming days. Thank you.
Now I'll share. Should I? Once you change this thing, I can probably share this thing and play the song. Share this thing.
Oh yeah. I think it's still changing.
Okay.
For now, we'll have the discussion, and once it's changed towards the end, I'll play the.
Sure.
Yes.
Sriradha, would you like to come and speak something?
Yes, thank you so much for letting us be part of such an innovative and cool project. Honestly, it really is probably the first time ever that it's being done this way with Async and platforms where you can directly connect to the audience. It was such a blast working with Kalyani Akka and Pradeep Anna. I'm so glad to be a part of this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sriradha. Who else? Pranjal. Pranjal was one of our.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. So I'll start. I'll keep it very short because we don't have time. So yeah, I would like to thank you.
We have all the time.
We have 15 minutes. So I thought he'll also play the song.
30 hours.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much, both of you. I really wanted to work with you guys. Really, in North, people are they are listening to Pradeep Kumar's song and asking me that when you'll get an opportunity to work with him or when I'll work someday. So that someday is we did this song and then I shared the links and all. They were so happy and my whole family was so happy with this. And yeah, it's very new and it was initially I felt it's very difficult because I have done few recordings with Kalyani ma'am earlier, but it was very difficult. So it was kind of we really think that it is impossible to do in 2 days, but then we pulled it off. Just I would like to thank Kalyani ma'am because she was so patient with all of us throughout the day. Not even a single second she felt oh, she's tired, although she was she was very tired, but it didn't seem that she is tired, and she helped us a lot. And the motivation she gave us after every take was okay, now you can do it. Yeah, it's good. Sometimes we made mistake and she's yeah, okay, no problem, we'll do it, no problem, it's good. And after the recording session I asked her how was it? It was good or it was no, it was very good. So I know that few things could have been better, but yeah, she's no, it's fantastic. So yeah, I love that, that character. Hats off to you. Thanks to you. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
I think it was a brilliant performance by each of you here. I have to mention another thing. So this is our group is a very multicultural group. I don't even think Pranjal can speak Tamil. So, and we had a lot of Tamil lyrics because we were actually, I think all the people who are going to hear now, we had a lot of words to sing, a lot of words in Tamil, which was actually a task for those who are not familiar with Tamil. But I think that was, again, everything just happened so beautifully. So the chorale version is essentially another version of the solo song that Pradeep and Susha sang in the solo variant. So I think musically, it's we did it in a half-time kind of.
You can talk about music.
Yeah. So the arrangement was the choir arrangement was kind of on a half-time of the original song. Of course, like I said, every time the basic guitar layer that Pradeep had played initially, the skeleton that he had given, it was mostly an interaction with that, and it just everything just magically fitted into the whole piece. And it was 30-minute long. So we had like 3 movements. So the first song was Megame, and the second one was Manadum, and the third one we did like a lot of humming in that. I think that was the only song where we didn't have words. Oh, it's changed. It's changed. Okay. We're gonna hear the whole thing in a bit.
I think Rakesh can actually play it.
Play it, yeah.
Do you see it change? Do you see the wolves?
Yeah.
In
So
the artwork?
yes, it's so beautifully the artwork. The corresponding the artwork is so beautiful. It's a pack of wolves. So the choir is and like how they say the wolves are like a pack of and they are very loyal, and they are known for their friendship. So that's how I think Susha got the idea, the entire artwork. So wherever you see a pack of wolves, then you know the choir version is on.
Wow, I think I really love the artwork.
Yeah, it's
Today,
really beautiful.
It's really beautiful, and I have changed the strings to the dark mode now. So it's the second variation, and it looks absolutely stunning to me, this artwork. And the wolves.
Yeah,
wow, amazing.
Sushmita, hi. I'm so glad you could make it. You were stuck in the rain. So Sushmita sang piano with us. Would you like to say something?
You can also tell us about the rains.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. So rains வந்து இருந்துட்டே இருக்கு, on and off, it's like continuous இருக்கு. And about being a part of this beautiful thing, I'm extremely happy. NFT, the whole concept, it's entirely new. இது மூலமா தான் I came to know about this. And the songs are so beautiful, and working with Kalyani Akka is an experience on its own. So getting to learn from her and sing along with her, singing with the choir, everything was absolutely beautiful. And recording the whole choir, the 3 songs, I remember we spent that entire evening and until midnight recording, and the whole recording experience, recording as a choir, it was totally new to me, and I totally enjoyed doing this. So yeah, even I'm very much excited to hear the choir version and all the other versions. So yeah.
In fact, at Dreamverse, we performed 2 half-an-hour sets. So one of the half-an-hour sets we performed over the choir version. Yeah. I don't know if you all heard. I think some of you heard the live streaming of the Dreamverse event. So yeah. Fatima, you're here? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fatima sang alto with us. Would you like to say something?
So first of all, I'd like to thank you for having me as a part of this song. Like I told you, once we went for recording Namtam. So that was the first time I went to a studio session in Chennai. So you only gave me that chance, and I can't thank you enough. And this thing is a really new thing. Programmable music. We haven't heard it before, and I'm really looking forward to this. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thank
you, Fatima. Himanshu, I think he's in a marriage, I think. So he's saying there's too much noise at the background, so I won't be able to talk. That's okay, Himanshu. Thanks for being here. So Himanshu sang tenor with us. Yeah. So
I remember one of those days where Himanshu was like, he finished the recording around, I think, 12:30.
It was raining.
That day, it was raining, cats and dogs. And I asked Himanshu, so man, how are you planning to go home? I'll wait till the rain gets over, then I'll go. Or I'll go in with my friend on a bike. That's
with me. So we went there on bike. It was terrible.
Guys, thank you so much, everyone, for being part of this. Like I said, it's the spirit of all of you, and predominantly you guys, because 16 of you make it a really huge mass, and it creates such a big difference in the whole piece. And you can all listen to it now. I think maybe Rakesh will change his profile picture to the new artwork, which looks kick-ass.
Yeah, I'm going to share the.
Another thing, I think.
Oh yeah, he's going to.
Yeah.
I'll share it now.
We all want to perform this live soon, and I think we'll be doing it pretty soon with the entire 16-piece choir. I think I'm really looking forward to that.
Waiting
it's changed? Yeah.
Okay, I'll share it.
Share.
Yes.
So if you go to the YouTube, you can listen to this right now.
Amazing, guys. And I'm thank you. I hope everybody could listen to this and have a great time, because it's going to be changing again tomorrow.
Yeah.
And yes, and to the people again, you can, record this state with the voices and with this combination of instruments. If you really like it, you can, write it, or you can, what do you call it? You can record it on your blank. So please go to async.art and check out the really cool, one of the coolest platforms I've ever seen, which has programmable art everywhere, programmable visual art and programmable music. And I'm really, proud to have Tamil music and so many of you featuring in a single piece of programmable art, where we are all, we are all part of it, and we are all one in it. And thank you again. Thank you so much. I hope I didn't miss out anything.
I hope many people enjoy this version. It actually, the voices variant, this particular variant gives a completely different color to the masterpiece, the master track.
Cool, guys.
Correctly said.
Correctly said. Okay.
So I'm going to just share the YouTube and let it play for some time on YouTube.
Super. I think due to some streaming issues, ஏதோ rhythm, some rhythm problem happened.
இல்ல அது
And you
வந்து I
played.
think இல்ல I opened 2 tabs by mistake. That's why there was a lag.
Oh man, you're crazy, man. You opened 19,440 combinations.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Rakesh. Thank you so much.
Thank
We'll
you,
share
guys.
everything with everyone. Rakesh, we didn't miss anything, right? Today for today's session,
No. Yeah.
we did all the right things.
Yes. Only I think
Awesome.
people are again on YouTube. They're asking you to sing. So
Oh, they are asking me to sing.
yeah,
Okay,
on the live
tomorrow
chat.
I'll sing on Insta. Okay, tomorrow I will sing on Insta. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.